Welcome back, guys. Today we're going back to the scoring of the Antenolla trial for a budget run. It's going to be a 4-star max team with only 3 Trust Masteries used, except for those given out during raids. I am using a limited unit, which is, kind of not budget in my eyes, but, I'm having to do it for this team. Warrior of Light is going to be not provoking, he's going to be covering the physical attacks with evasion. He's using the classic 3 evade materials. And he's got some water resist on Siren, and Siren has Bar Water learned to help the rest of the team for later in the fight. 9S is the limited unit I'm using. Now, if you don't have him, if you didn't play back then, you can use any breaker that's really good, like Ramza, CG Lid, 7-star Wilhelm, or whatever, but I needed a good breaker, and Timothy was not cutting it. But he's got the Wave Cannon for AoE and Spirit Breaks, and he's got a Fire and Dark weapon. If you don't have this weapon, you can give him Dual Wield and let him use a Fire and Dark in each hand, but he does need both for the specific setup. And he's got some Water Resist and Status Immunity. Snow is a key part to this fight as well. He is geared for a lot of resistance. He's got, 100 to Earth and Wind. And he's got the Moogle plushie, the Producer's Jacket, and the Yellow Balloon, which that combined with his passive draw attacks gives him 105% chance to be targeted. So even if he's completely disabled, he has, like you notice, he has no status immunity. He will soak all of these single target effects, like Stop, Mana Drain, the Leech, the single target, like Wind and Earth nukes, etc. So he's going to be doing his duty even though he's disabled. And he's going to die a lot. But when he gets revived, his passive provoke turns back on and he still keeps doing his duty. Refia is going to be a support. She's on Lakshmi for water resist. I'm sorry, for charm immunity. Charm immunity is important. You don't have to do stop immunity because Snow is covering it. So all you need is charm immunity. And she's got some water resist as well. Rosa is going to be our healer and mana regen, and she's going to be dual casting revives as well. She's got some water resist, as much spirit as I could fit on a budget team. And the friend we're grabbing is a Leela that is geared really well. This is Rune Knight's Leela. It's immune. The key parts are you need to be immune to statuses, non-elemental weapons, and Plant Killer is really important for a solo damage dealer. Now, if you can't find a really good Leela to do it, Emperor can do it, Medina can do it, and if you want to wait for a 7-star unit that is much better, Transterra is a great solo carry for this fight, as well as the 7-star forms of units I mentioned, like 7-star Leela, 7-star Emperor, 7-star Medina. Those would be great options too, once they release, if you don't want to, slog through it. This is going to be a very, very slow fight. I got to warn you now. I mean, you probably look at the video and see it's it's probably going to be an hour long. But, for those of you who don't want to wait and need to do it budget, this is an option. Anyway, so for first turn, we're going to cover physical. Refia is going to give us Cradle of Horns for Spirit buff. We're going to break the magic on the part C, because that's going to be doing an AoE Earth attack, and we want to resist that, or mitigate it. Rosa is going to just give us mana regen. We're going to guard with Leela, there's nothing for her to do, and Snow's going to guard as well. So Snow's probably going to live this first turn because he's guarding, but he's, now he's stopped. He's been stopped, slept, paralyzed. He's got the whole range of statuses. So we can no longer guard with him, so he's going to probably die next turn. And there's the AoE attack that I told you about that dealt some damage to us. And we're actually in peril now, so we're going to be taking even more damage in the future. But at this point, we can now put up Spread Shield from 9S, which gives us mitigation. Refia is going to, dual cast some heals. Rosa will just bless again. Actually, we'll just repeat with these two. We're going to guard and just protection again. Okay, so the boss is immune to physical in the first 4 turns, so we're just trying to pass the time at the moment. And there goes Snow, like I told you was probably going to happen. Alright, so Rose is going to get Snow back up. So she's going to dual white. Full life. And a heal. I don't think we even needed a heal. We didn't. It doesn't matter though. So 9S needs to seal wind this turn. So he's going to use a Roga from the Leviathan Esper to seal wind so we don't get the mana drain. We're going to just guard Leela, and Refia is going to give us Cradle of Horns for the Spirit buff. And Warrior of Light will continue to light us with us. Okay. Now we need to break the Roots magic again, so we're going to do that with 9S. Magic and Spirit. We need to heal and get, let's see, full life and heal with Rosa. Leela is going to imbue lightning and hit the Root C, because we're going to start killing it next turn. And Refia is going to just give us defense buff with Cradle of Horns. Alright, here comes the phase change. Alright, so for this phase, okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to deal our DPS with Leela, because currently it's imperiled and it's broken. So Leela's going to do some damage. Now it is a solo damage dealer, so it only deals like 17%. Rosa is going to, now that we dealt our damage, we need to AoE dispel that buff the boss put up. So we're going to dispel Ga and get Snow back alive. Alright, so because we dispelled, now Warrior of Light needs to do the break. He's going to do an Arms Eraser, because normally 9S would have to do Seal the Elements on this turn, but because this is turn 5, you get like a free turn the first phase, we're going to Spread Shield instead. And we do need the Charm immunity, because this phase the boss begins using Charm on odd turns. Oh, and the boss heals himself too, which is really irritating. Alright, Warrior of Light is going to raise Snow. Refia is going to give us a Spirit buff. Cradle of Horns. Let's make sure I'm doing all this correctly. Yes, Rosa is going to Bless for mana regen. Now, because we had to dispel earlier, like we lost the what's it called? The Imperil on this target. We're going to break the Spirit, which is going to be even more of a DPS than Imperiling it. Now we're going to Heaven Shift. Alright, so we can Imperil it. Oh, I should have Imperiled that turn. I messed that up. That's my mistake. That's fine. Alright, Refia is going to, no, Rosa is going to, let's see, dual cast. I'm going to root full life and heal. Refia is going to Spirit buff. Warrior of Light needs to cover again. 9S is going to Wave Cannon to seal Fire and Dark on the top and bottom roots. And then Leela will Heaven Shift. Yeah, the damage is lower right now because I messed up the rotation. I should have imperiled the previous turn, and then the Spirit would have been broken from this turn from the Wave Cannon. So that was my mistake. Alright, so Warrior of Light is going to break the attack and magic again because it's going to wear off this turn. 9S is going to Imperil Lightning on this one. Excellent. Refia is going to... actually, Rosa will... Yeah, Rosa's going to raise and heal. And Refia is going to Cradle the Horns after Snow gets alive. Alright, and let's hit this one. So that's the last turn we can hit that target. Alright, so the boss, the part C probably would have been closer to like 60% if I had done it correctly. So it slows us down a little bit, but it's not critical. Alright, and Snow actually lived that turn. Check that out. Not that it really matters. Alright, turn 9, we have to seal. So, this turn, is this one broken? It is. Lowers magic. Alright. So, we're going to refresh cover with Warrior of Light. Snow is going to guard. We have to use a Roga to seal the mana drain, so it's an odd turn. Refia. I think we just did Cradle of Horns. We did. So I'm going to Bless. And Refia is going to... actually, we don't need to heal. Oh, we do. We need to heal because of Snow. Alright. And we're just going to guard Leela. Oh, I should have double healed. Whoops. That's alright. Yeah, as long as Snow lives to take all 3 of these single target attacks, it doesn't matter. Alright, Rosa will full life Snow. We're going to do a good break on this one with 9S. Refia is going to Cradle of Horns. Warrior of Light will light us with us. This fight gets a lot easier once you kill some of these parts, by the way, so for now, a lot's going on. Alright, I need to seal wind damage. Refia will full life Snow. Rosa will Bless. Warrior of Light will cover, and we will guard. Alright. Let's see. So next is turn 13. Yeah, so we need... Yeah, okay. Trying to decide the best way to do this. So we're going to full life with Rosa, and then heal. Warrior of Light will cover. We're going to dual cast a Spirit Break and a lightning imbue on this part down here. We're going to do a spirit buff. And 9S is going to give us a mitigation shield. Hey, Snow Live, check that out. Alright. So, let's see. So we need to DPS first, because we're going to be dispelling in a moment. Alright. So we need to dispel good, and we're going to heal because Snow actually didn't die. We need charm immunity. Warrior of Light is going to break the attacking magic now that we dispelled. And we need to Wave Cannon to seal the elements with 9S. Okay, not bad. Come on, Warrior of Light. Alright, are we still spirit buffed? We're not, so we need to get the spirit buff up. So let's dual white, full life, and a heal. We're going to spirit buff with Raphia. Warrior of Light's going to refresh his provoke. Now we're going to imperil lightning on this one. See, I'm doing it right this time. There we go. So now it's imperiled. So we can deal some decent damage. Okay. We're not going to kill it this rotation, but we should next rotation. Alright, Rucky is going to full life. Rose is going to bless. 9S needs to Wave Cannon to seal the elements. Warrior of Light is going to refresh the magic break. And let's go ahead and Heaven Shift. Nice. Do we have a spirit buff? I swear I thought we just cast a spirit buff, but I guess we didn't. So we're going to dual cast full life and a heal. Raphia is going to spirit buff. So we want to do as much damage as possible. Turn 16, there's nothing we need to do with 9S. So 9S will give us Spread Shield. And we will cover with Warrior of Light. Alright, so we're going to kill Part C in the upcoming phase. After we go to another phase of immunity. Alright. Hey, Snow lived. So we're going to guard Snow. We need to seal Wind on an odd turn. I think Warrior of Light needs to break Magic. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to do it to be safe. We guard Leela. Do we have... We do have Bless. And we have a Spirit buff. So Refia is going to dual cast Heals. And a single heal for cheap. And we're going to Bless. Okay. Go ahead and do a good break with 9S. We'll cover with Warrior of Light. Guard with Leela. We just did Bless, so Rose is going to do the heal this turn. Oh, that's not the heal. And I'm going to Spirit buff with Refia. Alright, 9S needs to seal with Wind. Refia needs to raise Snow. Rose is going to Bless for mana regen. And we'll prepare for DPS next turn. Alright, turn 20, let's see. Rosa is going to revive and heal. We're going to break the Spirit and imbue Lightning on this part down here. Alright, Refia is going to give us a Spirit buff. Warrior of Light's going to refresh his taunt. And 9S will go ahead and give us Spread Shield, so we can have some mitigation for the next turn. It's always nice when Snow survives a turn. Alright, so we're going to... We do have Spirit buff, right? We do. We need Charm immunity, so it's Charming Protection. We need to... Hold on a sec. Let's go ahead and get the damage in before we dispel. Let's Heaven Shift. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, so we're going to do that. We're going to Cure and Dispel to get rid of those buffs they put up. Now that we dispelled, Warrior of Light will break attack and magic, and 9S will seal elements with Wave Cannon. And that also breaks the Spirit on the one, so we can definitely kill it next turn. Alright, Refia will revive. Oh, I didn't spirit buff, did I? Because, yep, we lost a spirit buff. That was a mistake. It might be fine. Maybe. Let's bless. Let's Light is with us. Imperil Lightning. Hopefully this part dies. Yeah, we missed our spirit buff is why it didn't die. Yeah, so I took so much damage too. That was just a mistake on my part. It's not a critical mistake, but it did mess it up a little bit. You know, I'd be wondering why I gave Warrior of Light the counter ability. It is tedious to see him do so many counters, but those crystals are going to be helpful later in the fight. So we're going to have to raise Snow and heal. Oh, but first, I want to do this first. Alright, now I want a Spirit buff. We need to Wave Cannon for the sealing the elements. Heaven Shift. Alright, there we go. Warrior of Light's going to cover. Alright, turn 24. Let's see. We're going to spread shield and break the attack in magic. Now we're not really set up for good damage on this part, so we're going to imbue and just deal damage, but it's like not going to take much. The real damage for the part D will come in next phase. Alright, Rosa is going to get Snow back alive and heal us. And now we're going to Cradle of Horns. Alright, so now that that part's dead, there's no more healing. There is no more big damage on Snow during physical immune phases. Although there is still big damage on this phase. But the fight, like this phase at this point, is super easy now. Like, not much is going on. So this is just a matter of passing the turn, basically. Like, there's no one for 9S to heal, to break, but no one to seal. Let's see, Refia will full life Snow. We're going to guard. We're going to cover. We're going to keep spread shield active. Rose is going to bless. Yeah, so now we just basically just, sit around for 4 turns until we can DPS again. The damage on this phase is super minor. Like, there's no big AoE, there's no nuke on Snow. And Refia is just going to keep Charm Immunity active. Even though we don't need it in this phase, it's good to have it always up just so it's ready. And we can, use the turn for an emergency, and it'll still be up. And it's basically free, because Rosa's mana regen outpaces the cost. Alright, turn 28 is the turn we're gonna do the setup. So let's repeat. Alright, turn 28. So now we're going to give ourselves a Spirit buff. we're going to imbue fire on this bottom part, and we can't break the spirit, so we're not even going to bother. It's immune to spirit breaks. And these guys are just going to repeat. Alright, so now Snow's going to start taking damage again next phase, not yet. But next phase does still have a lot of single target damage on Snow, until we kill that bottom part. But now that the healer part is dead, the bottom part should die much quicker. So we need to Charm Immunity, because it's an odd turn on physical weak phase. We're going to Heaven Shift. Yeah, and so all this damage we're dealing is permanent. It's not going to be healed up at all. Let's see. Rose is going to AoE Dispel. It's not AoE Dispel. Dispel go. Alright. 9S is going to Wave Cannon to seal the elements. Warrior Blight is going to break the magic. So now here's where Snow does take some damage. But it's not too bad. Alright, I need to Imperil Fire on this one down here. We dispelled it last turn. I want to put a Spirit buff back up for higher DPS. Gonna Heaven Shift. Okay. And we're going to heal up. Warrior Blight will cover. Alright, Refia will full life. Warrior Blight will break the magic. 9S will seal with Wave Cannon. Rosa will bless. And Rune Knight will Heaven Shift. Or Leela will Heaven Shift the part D. So that's still imperiled and everything. So we'll just break the top one magic. Put a better magic break on the top one. Well, Light is with us. Rosa will dual cast a revive and a heal. We want a spirit buff now, so we will Cradle of Horns. I think I mentioned, but once this bottom one dies, those stat breaks on the team will go away, and our damage will go up even higher. Like it does speed up as the fight goes on. Alright, so we're just going to set up our repeat system for this phase. Spread shield, guard, bless, and charm immunity. So turn 36 is when we prepare for the next phase again. Repeat. Probably should have healed Snow, huh? Ah, whatever. Guess I'll just revive him next turn instead. Alright, full life on Snow. Get him back alive. And let's repeat again. Alright, turn 36. We're going to put up a Spirit buff. And we're going to imperil and imbue fire on this bottom one. And then repeat. And we can DPS again. Alright, so we're going to Heaven Shift this one down here. We're going to Charm Immunity. I'm going to do that before I forget, because that'd be a disaster if I forgot. Outstanding. It's Dispelga to get rid of those buffs they put up. Let's re-break their magic. And let's Wave Cannon to seal. Ooh, 9S took a hit. That'll happen every now and then when Warrior of Light's cover is slow about activating. So turn 38, so we need to imperil the fire on this one again. Let's see, reduce fire. Warrior of Light needs to cover again. We have a Spirit buff, we do not, so that'll be Refia's duty. Unfortunately, Cradle of Horns is only 2 turns. It's kind of irritating. Like, I wish it was longer. But then it'd probably be too good for a free ability that anyone can equip. Alright. So we're going to kill this part next turn, which is awesome. Poor Snow. Alright, so we're going to refresh the Magic Break with Warrior of Light. We're going to go ahead and kill this real quick with Leela. And she did a little bit of damage to the top one. Nice. Rosa is going to dual cast a Full Life and a heal. We need to seal, so we're going to seal with 9S. Refia is going to give us a Cradle of Horns. Charm Immunity is still active on this turn, and this is when she's going to do the charm there. It's a Bewitching Charm, but we're immune still. Alright, let's have 9S imperil fire on this top one. A little bit of bonus damage. Let's Heaven Shift it. Nice. Warrior of Light's going to cover. We're going to bless with Rosa. And we will do a quick heal with Refia. Alright. Now that both the middle and the bottom part are dead, like there's almost nothing that's going to hurt us in this phase. We could almost just AFK for 4 turns. Except for physical. Now, if your physical cover ever drops, you're in big trouble. You have to keep physical cover always active. So Warrior of Light will physical cover, 9S will Spread Shield, Refia will Charm Immunity, Rosa will Bless, and Leela will Guard. Alright, keep passing the turn. So turn 44 is when we're going to prepare for the next phase. Thank you, Snow, for absorbing all those stops and drains, even though you're completely disabled this entire fight. That's the power of passive taunt, y'all. That's kind of why people were kind of irritated we didn't get the better version during the Christmas event. We only got a 15% instead of a 20%, which makes it take one extra slot to get 100 passive taunt. But it is good that we can now get 100% passive taunt. Alright, so we're going to Imperil Fire on the top and Imbue Fire. Refia is going to give us a Spirit buff. Alright, and as you notice, all our Spirit breaks and all have worn off at this point, so now we should do even better damage to this top piece. Let's see, we are buffed with Spirit. How much Spirit does Leela even have? 1,129. It's pretty decent, considering she's got a lot of killers equipped as well. Heaven Shift. Outstanding, outstanding. Alright, Rosa will... Does she have single target dispel? She does. Outstanding. We're only going to dispel the main body instead of both of them. We're going, whoop, whoop, I don't want to do that. We want to break magic and charm immunity. And technically we need to seal this turn, but because we hit it with fire with Leela, it's already taken care of. So we're just going to spread shield for more mitigation. Yes, from now on, the seal is done pretty much passively. Because it's only fire damage during the physical weak phase, and Leela's hitting it with fire anyway. Alright, so 9S is going to do a good magic break on the body. Warrior of Light will cover. I think the Spirit break wore off. Or the Spirit buff, it did wear off. Stupid two-turner. Alright, Cradle of Horns will bless as well. And let's target the top piece. And Heaven Shift. Yeah, so we're not going to kill it this phase. There'll be another phase of boringness, but we'll get it next round. Next phase, I should say. Well, next complete phase repeat. We've got to go through the whole 4 turns of immunity as well. Alright, so let me go ahead and refresh that Fire Imperil for this one. We're still Charm Immune, so Refia really has nothing to do this turn. We're still Spirit buffed as well, but Refia's going to keep Charm Immunity anyway. Like, we don't need it. That was totally, extra, but we did it anyway. Oh yeah, that's so dead next phase. Or next rotation. Alright, Refia will do the Spirit buff. Warrior of Light's gonna cover. Spread shield. Bless. And damage. Too bad we couldn't get it all the way. Alright, so I'm going to imbue fire on this turn. That way it wears off the turn after I kill this one. Let's see, Charm Immunity, and I would repeat the rest of these. Yeah, so now, because Leela's Charm or Fire Imbue is 5 turns, so it'll be 4 turns of immunity and then 1 turn of DPS, and that's all it's going to take to finish this one off. So we're going to guard Leela now, and then just repeat. Same thing. Turn 52 is when we prepare for the big damage. Now I could Knight in here and set up a triple cast because we're already imperiled, imbued and all, but I'm not going to bother. Because it's going to die no matter what anyway. Let's go ahead and imperil fire that. We'll set up a spirit buff for next turn, and then we'll just repeat these guys. There we go. Let me double check she's still fire imbued. She is. Captain Shift. Goodbye, Antenolla B. Excellent. And you see, this one's immune to fire, but her imbue is now wearing off this turn. So we're going to Dispel. And we're going to give it the good break with 9S. And then just repeat. Now it's pretty easy. 1 part left. Let's see, Heaven Shift, and as you'll notice, her Fire Imbue is gone. We need Charm Immunity with Refia, I think. Heaven Shift. Spread Shield. Yeah, I think I forgot the Spirit buff that turn, actually. Whoops. Oh well. Alright, we'll break the magic. I think it's... Oop, wrong thing. Created Orange for Spirit. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit slow working down the main body, but it'll be alright. Alright. Charm Immunity. And Mysterious Clouds. Alright, at this point, Snow is done, so we're going to go ahead and kill Snow. So we're going to Open Eyes, Heaven Shift, and Calm Mind. And we're going to get rid of Snow. Oh, I can't do it. Blah. So we're going to Open Eyes. Heaven Shift and Opposing Fist. Can we do that on Snow? We can't. Alright, it's fine. The problem is, if I just attack Snow normally, Leela's gonna like dual cast. Oh, this is irritating. Stop that. Alright, target. And she's gonna... Seriously? Alright, there we go. Attack. Just, what is Leela's attack value? 414? That won't kill Snow. So we're going to have to Heaven Shift. This could probably kill 2 people. I killed 2 people. I knew it would. That's fine. But we have two Resurrectors. There we go. That seems goofy. Like, why did I do that? It's because Snow. Now that Snow is not going to be dying every turn, there are some turns he can get out of his status, and he's confused, and he might attack our team at a bad moment, and we don't want that. Yeah, Snow's duty is now complete. So it's Charm Immunity. Rosa will Bless, will Guard, and we'll Spread Shield. Alright, so I think this is the turn to change it back. No, turn 60 it will. Alright, turn 60. Let's see here. So we're going to Spirit Buff. And we're going to Knight in just to get a triple cast in next turn. Alright, down to DPS. Rosa will Dispel. 9S will break magic after dispelling. Refia will Charm Immunity. And we will triple cast a Heaven Shift. See what kind of damage that deals. He was at 85, now he's at 76. Did 9%, not bad. So I guess we're doing about 3% per turn. Alright, so Refia will Cradle of Horns again. 9S will go back to Spread Shielding. Rosa will go back to Blessing. Heaven Shift. Alright, so this pushes him to 70%. Now he's in like the next part, which he begins phase swapping every 3 turns. That's the only change. He still does this. It's still the same abilities per phase, but it's just every 3rd turn instead. So it's no big difference. Keep Charm Immunity, Magic Break. Bless and Light is with us. Yep, here comes the immunity phase. Alright, so Spread Shield. Refia will Charm Immunity. We're just going to keep Knight in every turn with Leela for now. Alright, I think next turn he goes back to the weakness, because it'll be the 3rd turn. We're going to go ahead and put a Cradle of Horns up, just to be prepared. We have better spirit for Leela. Alright. So we need Charm Immunity. We need to dispel the buff he put up on himself. Now we're going to break his magic with 9S. And we're going to triple cast Heaven Shift. Now 40% is the threshold that is the final phase. So we're just working our way towards that. Slow and steady wins the race, as they say. Ha ha ha. Don't you love corny sayings? So we Heaven Shift. We need to Spirit Buff again. Oh! I just dispelled his magic break. Unbelievable. I hit repeat and dispelled the magic break. I cannot believe I did that. This fight's too long, I'm getting lazy. I'm surprised we didn't die. Wow. Huge mistake. Huge mistake. But we actually survived. That's... Count your blessings on that one. Do we have a spirit buff? We do, so we need Charm Immunity. I'm so surprised we survived at that. Alright, this is gonna be the phase change again. Whew. Alright, so we're going to Knighten. Warrior of Light is going to Light is with us. 9S is going to Spread Shield. We're going to get ready for a Threshold. We're definitely pushing it when he goes vulnerable again. Charm Immunity and Bless. Oh, seriously? He got 9S with a Warrior of Light's cover was slow that round. That's alright. We can fix that. Alright, here we go. We're pushing the threshold. Alright, so in additional preparation for this, other than the things we've already been doing, is that we're going to include Water Resist from Warrior of Light. He's on Siren. That's why I mentioned we want Bar Water from Warrior of Light, from Siren. 9S is going to break the magic. We're not going to dispel this turn, because the boss is going to buff himself with a magic buff anyway before the threshold. There's really no point to dispel. So we're going to Cradle of Horns for the spirit buff. Alright, we're going to guard Rosa to make sure she survives. And here we go. Let's triple cast Heaven Shift. Cross your fingers. And here comes the water attack. Now we're immune to it that time because we had a lot of water resist, but now we're imperiled. Alright, so Rosa is going to dual cast Dispel and Heal. 9S is going to break the magic again. Now the boss doesn't have a magic buff anymore, so the damage is more manageable. Charm immunity. Let's refresh Warrior of Light's cover. And continue to DPS. The next threshold is at 20%. So now we're taking 2 AoEs per turn. And here's the water AoE. Alright, Warrior of Light will do water resist. Spread shield on 9S. We're going to do Cradle of Horns on Refia. Rosa is going to dual cast heals. Alright, Heaven Shift. Alright, let's see. I'm going to wait. I don't want to push him quite yet. Actually, no, I shouldn't have done that. Let's see, Light is with us. I need to break their magic. Charm immunity. Well, maybe. Maybe, we'll see. Actually, yeah, I don't know how we're going to do this. We're going to push him next turn. Knighten. Guard Refia. We're going to bless. We're going to water resist. I'm sorry, I'm trying. This is a critical part of the fight. Trying to figure this out correctly. Okay, so that was the turn that he charms. So this turn he's not going to charm. Or the turn coming up. So we're going to push the boss now with Heaven Shift. Excellent. Alright, Rosa is going to dual cast Curaga and Dispelga to get rid of the Imperil from our team. Now, Warrior of Light needs to redo his Light is with us. Refia is going to do a Spirit buff. And 9S is going to do Bar Waterer. see if I did this correctly. The boss is still magic broken. Good. Oh, we survived. Look at that. Because we're immune to the water attack, the follow-up. Oh, that's beautiful. That's all the thresholds. Alright, we need charm immunity this turn. That's unquestionable. We have to dispel. Actually, can Warrior Blight dispel? He can, actually. That saves me a turn on my healer. Okay, good. 9S is going to hack for a really good magic break, so we can recover. We need charm immunity because we dispelled it from ourselves the other turn. And Rose is going to dual cast heals. Oh man, I think we did this. Got it. Got it. Look at that. Tell me that's not beautiful. Budget team survived the Antenolla's second threshold. Alright, Light is with us. Let's spread shield. Refia will spirit buff. We will heaven shift. And we're gonna bless for the oh man, I'm so happy. No items, we did all the elemental damage required. Alright, Warrior Blight is going to water resist. We're going to refresh the magic break, I think it's wearing off soon. Refresh charm immunity. Rosa will dual cast heals. Oh, wrong one. And heaven shift. So as long as we survive this turn, we're going to win next turn. Or maybe this turn? Oh geez. This was an accomplishment, guys. I got to admit. I mean, I realize there's a lot of limited units on this team. I mean, a lot of limited gear that a lot of people don't have. But, I mean, even with that, I scraped by this win. Look at that. Boom! Victory obtained. I did not think this was possible. 2 days ago, I didn't think I could beat this fight in any way. After working on it, look at that. Look at that. We got the trial. And we used no items, and we did fire, wind, and dark damage plenty of times. We didn't get 35 turns. We did not get that one, unfortunately, on the budget run. But you know, in the future, we're getting better friends that can carry this fight a lot quicker, like Transterra 7-star, Emperor 7-star, Medina 7-star, Leela 7-star might even be able to do it if her damage is high enough. Whew. I need a break. I'm hungry. I'll see y'all later.